Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is a brand new episode of New Start Monday Knits. Sorry for the delay. I had a little bit of tech troubles here, you guys, but I think, fingers crossed, we are set for the night. So, we've got lots of things to chat about tonight. We have got, of course, the winning yarn for this week's knitting project. There is two balls of yarn that you were all voting for on Instagram stories, Instagram posts, and over on Wildflower Wool's Facebook page. They were this really beautiful cropped wool and a hand dyed skein from Songbird Fibers. So we'll talk about those more in a little bit. I have got an update on last week's knitting project. I have update on my Christmas socks. We're going to draw the winner for our November Christmas sock knit along. That has come to an end already. So I have a winner and we'll talk about who the winner is and what the prize is. Daisy's come to say hello. And that might be it. We'll talk about what the pattern is that I'm going to knit with the yarn that you guys all voted for. So hello, I see everybody is coming in here into the chat. So I hope everybody's grabbing their, their Christmas knitting because yikes. I'm starting to no, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say panic, but I'm also avoiding my Christmas countdown app because I don't want to know exactly how many days are left. I want to be in denial for a little bit longer. So, hi, everybody. So, I hope you guys all have your Christmas knitting and you're settled in for an hour's long chit chat. So, the yarn for this week, I pulled this stuff out of my stash. Songbird Fibers. Let's look at this one first. Hi, Daisy. This one here's been in my stash for a little while, like maybe a year-ish or so. So it is called Canada J. And I have to say, I have never seen a Canadian jay. So I'm not sure because blue jays are blue and white, but this one here is shades of like black, gray, white. So I'll show you. There's the picture. Is that there? Oh, that's showing it pretty good, I think, right? So see, Canada Jay. And I think it said that they were like farther north than we are. It says, making their homes across almost all of Canada, these birds have regained their original English name of Canada jay from gray jay as of May 2018. Also commonly known as whiskey jack, from indigenous mischievous spirit who plays tricks on people. Interesting. Um, okay. Hold on for a sec. I'm not sure. Can you guys still see me? I am not sure if I'm still live or not. The screen has just disappeared. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can still see or hear me or not. Oh, I am still here. Okay. I have no idea what just happened there. Sorry. I can see in the chat now. I see you. I could not see you guys. All of a sudden, I had my email up here. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Okay. I am still live. Okay. Good. Um, good. Okay. Anyways, Canada J. So this one here, this is from one of our local dyers, Vicky from Songbird Fibers. She has got beautiful, beautiful yarns. And if you've ever been to a show or if you've looked on her website, she's got beautiful, beautiful yarns. And she is really, really fantastic lady. Okay. My computer's doing weird stuff tonight. So I don't know if this is going to be a good sign for us tonight or not. Um, I will just keep smiling and knowing that you can see me even if I can't see you. um, oh, Lindsay, we have Canada Jays here in Maine. Have you seen one, Lynn? I have never seen one. Um, maybe someday that'll be a goal. I do enjoy bird watching, so that would be something to see if I could find them at some point. Anyways, bulky weight yarn. Vicky from Songbird Fibers is Lovely, lovely lady, and she donates is it $1 or $2 from every skein purchased goes to a oh, I don't know, well, I'm assuming it's Canadian, but it's to a bird, something allaboutbirds.org. That might be, um, where the money goes to. So anyways, it is oh, Amber's saying yes, it is $2. So that's nice that she's giving back to the bird community is all the word I can think of, but you guys know what I mean, right? So, anyways, it is super, super nice yarn. I think it has been in the running before and didn't get picked. So I thought I'd pull it out again because it's bulky weight. Some of you said, bulky weight, good choice, right? A, because it's going to be super warm because it's bulky. It's going to be a quick knit, which I'm desperately in need of. So that was option number one. Now, there was at least one person who said, I don't know for a cowl, having white, if that's a good choice. That's a very practical thinking because it will tend to get dirty faster, right? I didn't think about that, but that is a very good point. The second option of yarn, this has been in my stash for a while, and I'm pretty sure, yes, it did come from Little Red Mitten. I really, really, really like these colors. So it's a blue tweed. I don't know is there is um Hillswick. Maybe that's the color. Hillswick. Anyways, it's looking like it sorry, I don't think I'm on screen there. It's looking like it is a worsted weight yarn. They're suggesting a 5 millimeter needle. I think that says 18 stitches to 4 inches for the gauge. It's 100% Shetland Island wool, and it feels really nice, you guys. It doesn't feel rusticy, not like a Briggs and Little or yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's not. It's like probably I'd say even softer than a Patton's Classic Wool. It feels really nice. I think it would make a nice cowl. I think. I think. So, anyways, this was the other option. I have 2 skeins of this. I only have 1 of the bulky. I was thinking a cowl. I think a cowl. I think I will do a cowl. If this yarn is picked, I may just knit both skeins and see how far I get on maybe like a double wrap cowl on this one. So, anyways, the voting. The voting was very split, I have to say. And sometimes some weeks this happens where Instagram votes one, Facebook votes another, which is really, really interesting. But overall, the winning yarn, I think, was kind of in the lead right from the start. And the runner up yarn kept making a good comeback, but then the winning yarn just kept getting a couple more votes. So in the end, it won by a handful of votes. Liz is giving me the drum roll, which means it is my sign to tell you the winning yarn, the yarn that is getting cast on this week for a cowl is Craft. There is some people who were saying Craft all the way, always, always, always pick Craft. Some people had knit with Craft and loved it. A couple people voted for this because they said, I really want to see how it knits up. I see Amber saying, I can use it. I have sensitive skin, so if scratchy, it stays at the shop. Yes. So there you go. So it's not just me. And sometimes because I do like more rusticy yarns, I always wonder if I'm a good judge of what's itchy or not. But there you go. You've got it from Amber, who says, yeah, she doesn't like scratchy rusticy yarns. So she is a craft girl. So there you go. Oh, Bernadette says that I love craft yarn. Yay. Oh, Liz, did you vote for craft? Lynn, did you vote for it as well? Um, oh yes, Lynn T is saying, Louise, I'm glad you survived the wind. Yes, if you guys were watching Saturday, the Fiber Friends podcast, it was a bit of a crazy show. Quite literally. We had wind warnings here, and They were correct. That we needed a wind warning. My hydro went out twice while we were podcasting. Um, it was a little crazy. So hopefully we can't have anything as crazy as that happen tonight. So this is it, you guys. So what do you think? Well, I might as well do both skeins, right? And make it longer. The stitch pattern that I think I'm going to use is the mistake rib. I haven't done anything in mistake rib in quite a while. I'm thinking maybe since last January, February. I know the last things I did in mistake rib were some Karen cake scarves and just knit them flat. And I like it because mistake rib, mistake rib, yes. I always have to stop and think because mistake rib and broken rib. I always have to stop and think of which one is which. But mistake rib gives you, I think, a softer, squishier fabric, much more texture than just a regular 2 by 2 ribbing. And it's fun. It's easy. It's only one row, one pattern row, and you just keep repeating it over and over again. I am probably going to do this in the round. Will I or won't I? Okay, let's have a discussion here. Because honestly, I was thinking that if the craft won with 2 skeins, that I might just do it flat. Maybe do a provisional cast on, a provisional crocheted cast on. Do mistake rib until as long as it gets, and then graft it together. What do you think? Or if I have 2 skeins, I'm going to get a pretty long cowl, aren't I? What do you think? What is the consensus? Okay, Amber's saying do both skeins. Yes, I think that's a good idea too. Should I provisional cast on and do it as far as I get and then join it? I'm thinking so. I think I would rather have it longer this way so you can double wrap it as opposed to doing it in the round and having it extra high. And then when you do it in the round, then you never know exactly how big it is. I'm voting for provisional cast on and go flat. Can I give a brief description of mistake rib? So mistake rib, you work, um, it is basically a knit 2, purl 2, but every row you offset your stitch by 1. So it doesn't end up looking like seed stitch. It does still look like a ribbing, but you get almost like a brioche. You know how the brioche has like really, um, I say dips in it. Like it's really a deep textured kind of stitch. I wish I had something here I could show you. I can show it to you. I do have it here. Look at that. I was organizing on the weekend. Maybe my organizing actually paid off here. This is exactly what it looks like. I thought I had kind of gathered up all my knits. So look at this. This was one of those Cairn cakes. This must have been a rainbow color. Look at all those fun. So this is what it looks like. So when I say it looks like brioche, just with like the the height of like the knit stitch columns, it's much more texture. I want to say texturally than just a knit 2, purl 2. Kind of has a garter stitch squishiness and softness to it, but it doesn't look exactly like knit 2, purl 2 because your stitches, you're off by 1 stitch. So it's really fun. It is a really, really fun stitch. And once you get going, you can read your stitches and know where you are in the pattern. So I will, oh, what am I going to do with this scarf? Anyways, this is what I want to do. It's something like a cowl like this in this stitch pattern. Do you cast on multiples of 3? You cast on if you're doing it flat, you cast on a multiple of 4 for your knit 2, purl 2, plus 3 extra stitches. So then that will give you offset you 1 stitch. Yeah, Lynn, it is a really fun pattern, and I'll write it out just in the description below here. So if anybody wants to do it, you just do a 4 plus 3, and then I think it is just yeah, for flat knitting, you just do knit 2, purl 2, repeat that to the last 3 stitches, and then I think it's knit 2, purl 1. But I'll type it down there just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. When you do it in the round, it's a little different. You cast on a multiple of 4 stitches, and you start with a purl 1, purl 1, and then you repeat knit 2, purl 2 to the last 3, and then you do knit 2, purl 1. And that works out right. So anyway, that's it. So it is really simple, quick and easy. It is Christmas movie watching friendly. So this is a stitch. I like doing it and I haven't done it for a while. So I think that is what this is going to turn into. Let me see. I'm gonna look back and see what some of the oh, Nikki says do it in the round. Okay. Amber says I'm a fan of circular knitting. Hats and fingerless mitts would be my choice. Diane, that would be a good option too, wouldn't it? Do a Mobius. Oh my goodness, Nancy. I haven't done any Mobius knitting in a long time, but that would be fun. Okay, you guys are giving me way too many options. Now I'm going to have to sit here and contemplate what I'm going to do. But, oh, hey, Erica, how are you? Susanna, can you use a variegated yarn for your main color? Oh, Susanna's talking to Jocelyn about her mystery knit along. Hi, Sherry. Okay. Yeah, Lynn, I would give it a try. If you've got some yarn, it makes just a fantastic scarf. And I like it because the edges don't curl, it's completely reversible, and it's what I want to say is it makes a nice men's scarf, but I guess it's because sometimes I guess it should be unisex, right? I mean, this pattern is good for anybody. It's not real super fancy. It's not frilly. Again, I want to say girly, but that's not what I want to say, or that's not what I should say. Not what I want to say. But you know what I mean, right? It's not lacy. This works for anybody and everybody on your Christmas list. So it is good. No curling edges. That's right. I know that is unisex. That's what I want to say. Because it is, right? This would look pretty. You can just pick your yarn with what your recipient would like and just do it. So I know that was handy. I had this here. So that's what it's going to be. So I will contemplate. I like the idea of doing a Mobius. Mobiuses are really fun. We may do that. Now, who was it that mentioned Mobius? Have you done a true Mobius, or have you always just done it flat and then twisted it and sewed it up? So a Mobius is like a figure 8. It's almost like when you cast on in the round, join, and you have a twist in it, but not quite. um, Mobius knitting is super fun, and I haven't done it for a while. Now you've just planted a seed. We may do that in the new year. Oh, so Woolen is saying, I think it would be a great as a cowl for my husband. He's definitely not a frilly dude. Exactly. See, people who like more plain stitch patterns, this is a good one to go with. Oh, Nancy, so you haven't, but you have a pattern for one. Well, all right. We'll have to talk about Mobius another night because that's fun. Yes, cast on in the center. Yes, you get okay, well, maybe we'll just talk about it right now a little bit. So Mobius, you get a really long circular needle, and then there is a Mobius cast on, and you cast your cable is in two circles, kind of one on top of one another, and then you start knitting in the center. So what you're doing is you go one round around, you're on the top, then you get to the Mobius where it's twisted and you flip and you knit one round on the bottom. So if you're using a striped yarn, you could cast on with, say, blue. You cast on with blue, and that will be in the center as opposed to on the bottom. Your cast on will be in the center. Then if you switch to pink, you'll have a row of pink on the top. And then if your pink yarn is still there, it'll flip and you'll have a round of pink on underneath the blue. So you've got blue in the center, pink on top, and pink under the blue. And then if you go to yellow, you'll have a round of yellow on top, it flips, and you knit a round on the bottom. So you keep growing like this. Your cast on is in the center, and your knitting grows out like that. So yeah, it's very, very fun. It is really a fun, fun project to do, a true Mobius. What else? Oh my goodness, you guys. There are so many fun things to talk about. So, mistake rib, craft, cowl, scarf type project coming up for next week. I'm really going to try to have it finished. I want to whisper that F word, but I feel like I'm on a roll because here is last week's project, you guys. You voted for the Woolies, the Thick and Quick. This was Arctic Ice, if I remember correctly. It is done. It is finished. It fits. And then I added a nice big pom-pom on top because why not? It is pom-pom season. So I still, well, I don't have that much. I had a bunch of yarn left over, but then I used quite a bit of it for this pom-pom. So I don't have too much left. So what I did for this hat was super easy. I did a long tail cast on, so it would be nice and stretchy. I cast on with a 7 millimeter needle and did knit two, purl two, knit two, purl two, just knit two, purl two all the way around for almost 2 inches. I think I was a little short, but 1 3/4, 2 inches. And then I just switched to a 9 millimeter needle and just kept going in knit two, purl two until I got to 8.5 inches, cast on edge to 8.5 inches. And then I did 3 rounds of decreases. I did a round of knit two together, purl two all the way around. Then the next round was knit one, purl two together. So the first round, it was just knit the knit columns together, purl two, knit the knit columns together, purl two. The next round, I knit the one knit stitch and then purled the two purls together and did that all the way around. And then the third round, I just knit two together all the way around. And I had about 11 stitches left over, I think, or 7. Now I can't remember. I have to go back and look. And then just cut it, pulled it tight as a drawstring. And the top of the hat looked really nice because the knit columns all kind of came nicely together at the top. And I thought, the top actually looks nice. It looked really nice. Oh, no, I didn't. Backtrack there. First two decrease rows were right. Knit twos together all the way around. Second one was purl twos all the way around. The third row, I switched it the way I told it to you the first time. That's what I usually do, is just kind of knit two together. This time I didn't. I did a double decrease. I did a slip one, knit two together, pass one over, and then I did a purl so that all the knits would come together at the top. That's what I did. Anyways, I actually did write it down, so I can I can actually write it out for you. But the knit columns did all come together really nicely, and I thought it would look nice without a pom-pom, but then in the end, I had a really nice crown on the top of the hat, and then I added a pom-pom. So you can't see all my really fun decreases, so I could have just like knit twos together all the way around. But anyways, the slipping and passing over so that the knits all join together is definitely how I'm going to do all the rest of my hats. So then you don't have to do a pom-pom if you don't want to, and the top looks extra neat. So anyways, I am super, super happy with this. I have a little bit of this yarn left over. I'll do a scrappy, stripy one at some point. And yeah, I haven't finished this week, you guys. And I actually slowed myself down. I did this over 3 different nights and basically did about 3 inches a night. Very, very relaxed knitting, not too much. It's not like you had sat and had to knit for 4 or 5 hours of the whole entire evening. It was just kind of like one Christmas movie, a couple of hours, and then I moved on to something else. So, anyways, yeah, it was really fun. So, thank you, everybody. Um, I'm just, oh, good. Oh, thank you. Love a fit. I know I have a finish. So exciting. Hat is beautiful. Did I put it in Ravelry? Not yet, but I will do that. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Put it in Ravelry. Yes, I will. Oh, Sherry, you like the giant pom pom? I know I really like the giant pom pom too. Socks. Amber was asking about socks. Well, I have some progress on my socks, you guys. So, oh, Anne, you're such a fast knitter. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say I'm fast. Oh, this is how much yarn I had left. Almost the size of the bomb bomb. So that's what I've got left. So I'll do a little bit with that. I've got some pink left over from one of my cowls. I actually have another ball of this, so I might do a matching cowl just to add to my. I've got 3 cowls here, so I may do one in this Arctic ice, so then there'll be a set, and then I'll donate that too. So, anyways, yeah, I am liking the quick knits because they're quick. I can get something done, and I can get a ball knit up out of my stash. Okay, sock knitting. I had a successful sock knitting week too. Not that anything's done. Don't get too carried away, but I'm still saying it was a success. So, my sparkle socks, my Mary Maxim mistletoe sparkle. Yes, pretty sure. There we go. This okay, so as you can tell from the ball, I don't have a finished pair yet. But um this is what I've got done. I've got a heel flap and I have a heel turn. I decided I was going to do different heels on my Christmas socks. And then I decided one night while I was watching a Christmas movie, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I just need to do a heel that I know what I'm doing so I can knit it and not be reading and counting stitches and doing it and pulling it out and all that kind of thing." So I just did a good old heel flap and turned the heel. I picked up my gusset stitches, I decreased them all away. So now I'm just on the foot. So this is making good progress on this. Um, oh, Liz, I can even see the gusset stitch. Okay, did I miss something here? Um, oh, Lynn, did you slow down to finish Eric's socks? I worked on Eric's socks. That's the next one that's coming. But I know, Sally, bulky hats are quick. They are really quick, aren't they? Oh, Nikki says, what is the large quantity of red yarn in the back? Oh, all of this stuff over here. That is all my Christmas yarn. I've got red, then you can just see the top of the green, and the bottom shelf has white. And it is all, well, most of it. Can you see the 3 larger balls there? A lot of it is, um, oh, what is it? Doesn't even have tags on it. I think it's all Bernat Super Saver. Just from Walmart. It's my because I like those shades of red and green. There's a few oddballs of red in there that I just added to my Christmas knitting stash, but I think it's Bernat Super Saver. Um, I know, you would think I only like red at Christmas time. Only like red at Christmas for some odd reason. It's yeah, not my go-to color, that is for sure. But anyways, heel is all done on the foot. I stopped myself from knitting any further on this because I was just enjoying going round and round and round on the foot. I stopped myself so I could pick up Eric sock. So this is the one that I put the German heel in this sock. Now we have to have a little chat about this German heel, you guys. Has anybody here done the German heel? I think that there was I think there was maybe somebody a couple weeks ago who had done it. Somebody else who said they had kind of read about it but found it a little confusing reading the instructions. So yeah, let's talk about this. So I just I see Anne. Anne says, "Will you knit all that Christmas this month? All of this stuff?" No, no. I've had that. This is it. No, I won't. It usually gets used for pom-poms and, garlands and that kind of thing. Lots of times I take that yarn with me to work, and whatever clients I'm seeing over Christmas, I will, crochet them a chain, and then we'll make pom-poms, and then I literally leave a string of pom-pom garlands behind me wherever I go throughout the month of December. Today, I started taking my craft supplies with me to work, but we were making bows. I was taking ribbon and we were making bows. So I'm not so sure how many pom poms will get made this year, but maybe some of it will get used. So, yes, I put Eric's sock into a project bag. So, okay, I've got this one here. The heel flap is done on it. And remember last week I said I had the heel flap done and then I pulled it out because I didn't read all the instructions quite correctly. Now I'm thinking I probably should have just left it and carried on. But okay, so this is what I have found out so far about the German heel. You knit over half the stitches in your heel flap. So there's my heel flap. I cast on 72 stitches for the leg for Eric. So then that would have meant half would be 36. Math is not my strong suit here, you guys. So then it said in the instructions, it said you add one seam. So you take your half of your stitches, which would be 36, one seam stitch, which would be 37, plus an extra 8 stitches, which I counted that as 45. So I'm working my heel flap over 45 stitches. It took a little bit of figuring out what the numbers are, but for this 45 stitches, what I have got here is you always slip the edge stitch just like you do with a regular heel flap, just so you've got those nice chain stitches for picking up your gusset stitches. So basically what I have is I have 2 knit stitches on the edge. Then you can see there's a row here of 2 purl stitches. Then I have worked across 18 stitches in stockinette stitch. Then in the very center is that quote seam stitch, which is purled. So when you're working across the front side, so I'm working all my knits, you purl the center stitch. Then you knit across, I think I've got 18 stitches here. Purl, knit 18, and then I do those edge stitches again. So I have 2, it's hard to see here because it's all scrunched up on my little needle, but 2 purls and 2 knits. Turn it around and you're on the purl side. You slip the edge stitch and you just purl all the way across, you purl that seam stitch and purl right to the end. So I have done that now for, I did 3 inches because on a 72-inch sock, I like doing a 3-inch heel flap. And now I'm looking at the heel flap and I'm basically thinking, I'm not sure why. Um, it is a, why there's a seam stitch for starters. It's right in the middle of the heel flap. And it's not that it's doing anything, I don't think. And is it supposed to be decorative? But on the inside, it's leaving a little bit of a raised stitch. So I'm not sure. I'm at the point now where I'm going to turn the heel. I read through the instructions once, and it sounds to me like it is just you turn the heel the same way that you normally do. Knit over to the center, a little farther past center, do your decrease and turn, purl back, do your decrease, knit one, and turn, and then you just keep working back and forth. So unless there's something in there that is completely different, I don't know. So I know, Diane, take it out. He may be sensitive to that ridge. I know, I've already done it twice. I'm thinking on the second sock, um, I won't do it. I don't know what the idea of the seam stitch is. Does anybody know? I saw somebody say, was it Sherry, say, all I see online is German short row heels, but nope, these are not a short row. And I found this in a book, a Nancy Bush book called Vintage Socks. I found it in a thrift store this summer, and it has a bunch of different heels. There's a Welsh heel, and then there's about, I don't know, there's a few other heels, and then there's about 8 different kinds of toes. So I thought it would be fun to work through them, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe this is why you don't see anybody doing a German heel, because I'm not seeing where it would, I'm trying to pick my words carefully here. I'm not seeing where it would be have any more benefit than just like our regular heel flap and gusset that we do, right? I don't know what the extra width does, and I'm really at a loss for what this seam stitch does. So I know Diane says take it out. He may be sensitive to that ridge. Amber agrees. I think I agree too. I mean, I guess I could do at the German. Oh, okay. Liz is saying, okay, yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes. And she does talk about things from this book being taken from Weldon's, which was um a vintage magazine, I do believe, because I think I have seen them like the old, like the larger women's magazines, and it was Weldon's, and I think they did more than knitting, if I'm thinking, like, they probably had crochet and sewing and all that kind of thing in there. So, yes, Liz said the German heel is described in Nancy Bush's Knitting Vintage Socks that may be from Weldon's, which can be found online. Um, yeah, Val says that sounds like the heel Roxanne Richardson talks about, except it was a Norwegian heel. I know there's so many, right? German, Norwegian, what is okay. So maybe I should go look and see what she did. Did she's was she happy with it? Did she see a purpose in it? Nikki says the seam stitch is there for the sole purpose to irritate. I know, right? Um, oh, okay. So Sherry, you gonna go search it? Weldon's did all sorts of needlework, Liz says. Yes. I don't know if I have any. of the Weldons. Actually, I think I do. I think I have them in like a hard copy book, which maybe at some point they um like reproduce some of the Weldons or put certain magazines, put them all together into a hard copy book or something. I think that is what I have. Anyway, I know. Well, it's interesting. It's a little bit of a mystery. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the verdict is going to be on this heel. Maybe once I turn the heel, but yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm not jumping up and down saying, "Oh my goodness, I have just found the next best heel for your socks." I am not saying that at all. Right now, I'm saying just stick with a regular heel flop and gusset. But I will keep knitting this one and see how it turns out. Um, Val said yes. Oh, yes, and she showed a sock. So she was happy with it. She liked it. Okay, I may have to search back through her videos and see because I would like to know. Um, Sally says it seems like the extra stitches would be for a wider heel. That makes sense, right? Um, ah, oh, that's right. I haven't done the even heel yet. I know. I have a whole list of sock heels I have to get to. Oh, if the sole on the heel is knit together like Roxanne Richardson describes, the seam looks like it would not irritate. Okay, then I will keep going, Liz, and we'll see. All right. Well, the mystery, the verdict is still out. And I think I'm knitting it correctly because I would almost think, like, wonder if that seam should be on the outside. I don't know. Not entirely sure, but I will just keep going and we will see. Men didn't, goodness knows what the wife was knitting for. True. True, true, true. All right. Well, that's my update on the German heel. So I'll have to work a little harder on it and get a little. I'll definitely finish the heel off, and then we will see. Hmm. I'm just thinking, will Eric's second sock, will it be done the same way? Maybe I may flip it just back to a regular heel flap and gusset. Chances are he won't even know the difference. Okay, so Jocelyn's got a very good point here. People wear lace socks, and those would also leave a texture on the inside. So I really doubt anyone would notice unless it's pointed out and they think it bothers them. Possibly. And it is just on the back of the heel. So it's not like it's going to be on the bottom of the foot. It would just be on your heel and kind of rubbing on the back of the shoe. So yeah, I don't know. Unless you're super, super sensitive, maybe it won't bother you. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when he wears them. Okay, Sally said she saw Roxanne's video too, and the ridge is 2 rows wide. I don't think I would like it. Hmm. Well, I guess there again, all comes down to personal preference, right? If you like it, you don't, or anyways, I'll just keep knitting and I will report back on the adventure of the German heel and see if it's something that I would do again. I guess we'll find out if I do it on sock too or if I make them mismatched matching socks. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have to draw winners here from the Christmas sock knit along that ended on November 30th. So that ended last Wednesday. It was so much fun to see all of your socks, all of the fun colors. There was some stranded color work. There was striped socks. There was ones with different colored heels and toes. There was a one pair that had yellow in it, which was really, really fun. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do a random number generator from all of the socks. And is Nikki here? Nikki, I put your sock is here on my list. So I took all of the finishes that were on Instagram using the hashtag. So what the prize is going to be a skein of lichen and lace sock yarn from Knit Stitch. So when you find out who the lucky winner is, I'm going to ask that you go take a peek on Suzanne's website at knitstitch.ca. Look at the lichen and lace sock yarn and pick one of the single skeins, a full skein of sock yarn. So there are some gradient sock sets, but we're not going to do those. So just find one skein of sock yarn. There was quite a few colors there. There was some tonals. There was some variegateds. There was one called Garland, which just looks like a really pretty Christmas color. And then just message me with which skein you want, and then I will send it out to you. So let me do a random number generator, and then I will tell you who it is. So we just, uh, hold on. I have to count for a second. Okay. So we will go. Okay. And random number is, oh, okay. So we've got random number is 3. So in my list here, that is Kara. All right. Congratulations, Kara. Let me see if I can pull up her socks and I can show you. Um, oh, did I feed Daisy? No, I didn't have chance to feed. I didn't have a chance to feed Daisy. So I know that is why she is so eager to um come and hang out with me, because all she wants is food. She doesn't really want to actually see me. She just wants food. So let me see. So Kara, congratulations, and thank you to everybody else who took part. It was so much fun. And ooh, do I remember which socks were Kara's? Let me see if I can find them here. Just when I want to find them. You know what? I will just post a picture of them. I'll put it in my Instagram story so everybody can see. Maybe I will just post some of the finishes again too. Oh, there they are. Green. Oh, this is really pretty. Christmas socks so to get a pair done quickly so they aren't lingering on my needles. Oh, I wonder if the sock yarn was Lolo did it. Anyways, really pretty. Green and red. Okay. Really pretty yarn. I like how there's a little bit of red on the cast on edge and then the contrasting heels and toes. So fun. Okay, Kara, I will get a hold of you and we will get you some sock yarn. So thank you everybody for taking part. It was lots of fun. So if you didn't get your socks finished, that's okay. November was just a good head start. So now you can keep knitting on them throughout December and keep watching more Christmas movies. I have been watching a ton of Christmas movies, and most of them have been all on we get out the Hallmark Channel on the W channel here in Canada. But I did watch a really good movie on Netflix on the weekend. Cheryl told me about it. Cheryl actually watched a movie, and it's on Netflix, but it's very much like a Hallmark movie, and it was called The Noel Diary. So if you're looking for a good Christmas movie, I would suggest that one. It was really, really good. It was lots of fun. I would definitely watch it again. So I think that is probably all that I have to talk about. My socks, my hat, that was pretty much it. I guess I did do a little bit more knitting on, the shawl that was Jocelyn and I's challenge projects. So, I did do a little bit on it. Now that I've got it started, I want to knit more on it, but it is not for Christmas, so it really needs to wait until December 26th. But anyways, it, yeah, I've got lots of fun projects. I did a little bit more organizing up here this weekend, so at some point I will show you the whole room when it's all done, but it is starting slowly to come together a little bit more on how I would like it to look. So that is encouraging. And I did find a lot of works in progress. So I've started to put those on some separate shelves. Anything that I'm finding that has needles in it. Oh, yeah, is sitting up there. I know Liz says finish Eric's socks. I know. I just have to get this heel done. I should do that, work on that tonight. Yeah, I know. I think I'm not picking it up as much as I should just because I'm not entirely sure what in the world this heel is all about. But I guess I won't know unless I actually knit it, will I? So I will just have to power through it, get it done, see what I like. Maybe I'll go find Roxanne's video and I will listen to that video as I'm knitting it. Maybe it will shed some light. I'm thinking there has to be has to be some reason, right? There has to be some reason you would put that heel stitch in there. And yeah, maybe somebody had said that when you turn the heel that it doesn't look like it's bumpy. I'm not sure. I know these nice edge stitches though give it a nice look to the heel flap having those pearl stitches on there. It does make it look nice. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's just a sock. If I don't like it, I can pull it out or leave it and just knit another pair and do it different. Yeah, Liz says finish Eric's sock. Yes, I will do that. Oh, I know. Okay, so let's talk about Jocelyn's make along that's going on. I know I want to knit at Jocelyn, and I'm going to, but after Jocelyn and I chatted Thursday night, she and I stayed on Zoom a little bit longer, and I pulled out some of those sock yarn balls that I was looking at on the opposite side behind the screen here, and we were picking out colors, but ugh, I just didn't have time to cast on, but I will, and maybe I will cast or catch up. Maybe that will be I'll get it started, and then between Christmas and New Year's, maybe I'll catch up. We'll see. I'm still living in this delusional world where there is still all the time in the world between now and Christmas, and I can do all of the things. So we'll see what happens. Amber says, do a short goal for Eric's sock for the week, and maybe that'll help. Yes, you're absolutely right. I should yeah, break it down into little doable steps, a little bit every day and see where I end up. Okay. Oh, Sherry's got a theory here. I want to read this. So Sherry says maybe because the heel is wider, the faux seam may suck it in or give it um oh, so it can be a little wider or narrower as needed. That could be because I'm thinking there has to be a reason because why would you put that seam stitch in there for no reason. So yeah, so maybe that gives it a little extra play wiggle room there. Oh, Nikki says that's what you plan to do between Christmas and the New Year. Do the mystery knit along. Okay, then Nikki and I can do it together. I know. So I gotta be real careful because I don't want to see any spoiler pictures. Well, I mean, I guess that wouldn't be the end of the world if I did or not. But maybe maybe this weekend. You never know, Jocelyn. I may get it cast on yet this week. Liz, you have to have minor surgery on your right index finger, so some knitting for a while after next Monday. Oh, Liz, that, well, that's a bummer. That's that's too bad. Well, I hope you recover quickly and you will just have to take time to relax and you'll just get caught up on all the reading or audiobooks that you want to listen to while you're resting and relaxing, right? Well, good stuff. So how is everybody else doing with your Christmas knitting? Because what are we at? Oh my goodness. Sally usually gives me an update here. I'll have to check my own Christmas countdown app. What are we at? Are we like at 20 days or something? Oh no. Whoops. Where can you see? Oh, where is it? There 20. We're down to 20 days. 20. Yikes. That's coming quick, isn't it? Oh, there's Sally, 19 days and 3 hours. Okay, mine says 20, so somewhere 19 days. I like mine. I want the extra days, so I'm gonna go with 20 days. Yikes. Time is ticking, right? I get to this point of December, and then it just seems to start going faster and faster. The more shopping and cleaning and cookie baking and wrapping and everything, all the fun things that have to get done yet. Oh, Amber, what I think you'd like to do that too as I'm busy knitting for Christmas. Yeah, so do the make along. Um, what's that called? Make along. Mystery knit along, make along. I guess whatever you want that M to stand for. Do it between oh, so Liz, yours is gonna have to wait too. Well, maybe there could be a few of us just do it between Christmas and New Year's. I mean, what that is a week. How much are we gonna get done in a week? I do have a few days off, but I don't know. Um, so yeah. Anyways, good stuff, you guys. So does everybody else on track with their Christmas knitting? So a few people, yeah, are saying that Jocelyn's mystery knit along is going to have to wait because they're working on gift knitting. So I'm assuming then that there's a few people who are not finished their knitting, just like me. But I don't know. I'm never done. So we can have a mini mystery knit along. We could do that, couldn't we? We could do our own little mystery one. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Or maybe yeah, I may start mine, just cast on just to say I did and maybe knit a little bit, but yeah, I certainly probably won't get too far. Maybe do the bulk of it after Christmas. Oh, all right. I don't think I can wear this hat any longer. Oh, it is warm. So this hat it's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. But boy, it is hot, but it is also in the house. So, but these hats, this is the yarn that I knit my brother a hat. I did him basically the same without a pom pom, just a knit two purl two hat a few years ago for Christmas, and he says it's the best hat that I've ever knit him. So I and he wears it. I have seen him a few times just randomly and he's had it on. So it wasn't like he knew I was coming over and he put it on. And the poor thing is loved to death. So you can tell that he definitely does wear it. So I think I will whip up a new one for him too. But that might be, yeah, just before Christmas. I'll just because that's a little bit of an extra gift. So we'll see if I get time to do that. Oh, Nikki, you're waiting on Aaron's advent. So you're waiting for the yarn. Okay. Oh, hi, Anna. Anna, I loved your socks that you did for the knit along. Your stranded color ones were beautiful, very inspiring. I'm already actually making plans for next Christmas. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. Anyways, Anna, you said you picked up your mitered square blanket for the first time in a really long time. I can't put it down. Isn't that exciting when you pick something up and yeah, you just love it? And that's how I felt once I got going on the foot of my sock. It was just like, oh, it was like back in my happy place, just round and round and round. I can watch movies and I can just knit. So that's good. That you're enjoying the mitered square blanket because that is a big project. So that's good that you've got this burst of motivation to work on it. How close are you to finishing? Like, are you at the halfway mark yet? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, Nikki. Oh, you ordered it late, so it's on you, not Aaron. Of course, yes. Well, that's good. That's exciting. That'll be fun to get that in the mail. I, oh, I saw somebody say so Amber I saw Amber said so somebody must have asked what I do for work because I saw Amber say that she thought I was a PSW or a personal support worker. So close. I am actually what is called a developmental services worker. So I work with people who have developmental dis- disabilities. So autism or Down syndrome, and just helping them live independently on their own in the community. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a different role, different people, depending on how much support they need. So, yeah, so this time of year, I get them to do a lot of Christmas crafts. So it's a lot of fun. Anyway, so how did I do? How did I get onto that? What did I see? I don't know. Totally lost my train of thought here. What I was going to say. Don't know. Guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, okay, we are at our hour mark, everybody. So I don't know. Can I make? I don't know. I was gonna say, can I make it two in a row? Can I have two finishes in 2 weeks? Chances are not, because I need to get these Christmas socks done, and the winning yarn is two skeins, not just one. So I don't know. Darn, I should have stacked it in my favor. I should have done 2 bulky skeins and did another hat again, because that worked out well for me this week. But that's okay. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this, and I will show it to you next week how far I get and which way I decide to go. Provisional cast on and knit it flat and join it, or knit it in the round. We'll see. I will I will contemplate that as I put on a Christmas movie tonight and work on this interesting German heel. I will get it turned and pick up stitches, and I will be on the foot. That's my goal. That's my goal from next Monday night. I better be on the foot, close to the toe on this sock. So, guys, thank you so much for chatting here tonight and for voting for this week's project for the yarn, because that is always a lot of fun. Um, I'm just going to read the last of the comments and then we can all head out and watch Christmas movie. Oh, Amber says she's gotta get going, need to get some sleep, yes. Oh, Anna says, "I started socks December 1st, 2021 and finished exactly 1 year later." I think that is a great plan, Anna, and it spreads the Christmas cheer all throughout the year. I kind of like that. The blanket is a long way from being done. Well, that's alright, then you got a lot of fun and exciting knitting ahead of you. Hi, Wendy. Oh, Sally says, "Yes, I can. Yes, I can get a finish." I don't know. I just picked up 2 extra shifts this week at work, so that's gonna kinda do my knitting time a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be the week of very good time management, I think is what this week is gonna have to be. Good night, Liz. Um, oh, that's right. I could find a pattern and hold 2 worsted double for super bulky. Ooh, Nikki, you are yes, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about holding 2 together. I'm gonna think on that one too. A finish is a finish. It doesn't matter what it is. You're right, Sally. You are absolutely right. Have a good yes, Wendy. You have a good week. Good night, Jocelyn. Lynn Taylor. Thanks, everybody. Have a good week. Lots of knitting. Hope your finger heals quickly. Yes, I hope so too, Liz. You'll have to come and just hang out with us after next Monday if you feel up to it, or we'll have to catch up with you later. Okay, good night, Nancy. Oh, thanks, Wendy. You're so optimistic. You're right. I've got this. That's right. Have a good mindset, speedy needles, and lots of Christmas movies, and we'll see how much I get done. Okay, everybody, good night. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you all back here next Monday with or without a finish. I will be back. And we'll talk more about the German heel, good or bad. We'll chat some more about it. Good night, everybody. Thanks for voting. Have a great week. Bye.